Rochelle at the Athlete Center. This video is to review the bird dog exercise. So the first thing we want to do is to make sure that we can keep our rib cage and our pelvis aligned. So you might want to start by checking this and making sure that the sort of upside down bowl of our rib cage with the bowl of our pelvis are stacked on top of each other, okay? So as we do this exercise, we want to try to maintain this the whole time, creating a little bit of pressure with 360 breathing throughout this. And we have other videos that explain how to do that in a little bit more detail, but we want to make sure we're maintaining that the whole time throughout this exercise. So bird dog is done on all fours. So we're going to start with our knees right underneath our hips, and our wrists are going to be right underneath our shoulders. Now, if you have wrist problems, and there's other ways you can do this, but really think about pushing your whole hand into the floor. So all 10 knuckles are pushing into the floor, so we're not just supporting ourselves with our wrist, but we're using our whole hand to support ourselves. So our knees should be about hip distance apart, and then I'm going to, again, sort of check in with my core stack and make sure that my rib cage and my pelvis are stacked on top of each other. I'm going to make sure I have a nice long back of neck. I'm going to do a little bit of a chin tuck. So now my spine should be mostly straight and sort of parallel with the floor. Now I can start by doing this just one limb at a time. And I'm trying to make my arm nice and long. So I'm not too concerned about height. What I'm trying to do is make myself as long as possible without losing any of that spinal positioning. So I can do one arm and leg at a time, making sure I'm not losing my spinal positioning, or I can do opposite arm and leg. And I like to turn my hand so that my thumb's pointing up as if I was trying to shake someone's hand. So you're trying to make yourself really long, thinking about pushing the ground away from you with that hand that's on the ground. So making sure we're not letting that shoulder sink down, but really trying to push the ground away. So we get really long, returning back to center with control, get really long, and return back to center with control. And that's called bird dog.